My name is Jasmine, and I'm currently in school to continue on with film within the film industry. So I am currently building up footage and scenes on a slower pace for class purposes to prepare, which requires at least more than 100 hours a week. Um, and that's just a very lowball estimate in the amount of work that needs to be put in. So that is what I do on social media from time to time and not social media. So there will be also footage that you do not see on social media, but it's just um, in my device's storage and memory. So that is currently what I am doing and what I will be pursuing for the next 2 years, hopefully. And then also I have been instructed to also do some other studies and work if I am able and capable to, in the meantime, mentally to carry the load. So we'll see how it all goes. And I just try to make it as efficient as I can and to be able to do the work needed to perform or that's needed. Driving in the park and ride. Parking in the park and ride. This jacket is, I actually got it from a store, but it's used. The leather is a little bit cracked, so it needs to be cared for a little bit better. But I don't know who owned it before me. I don't know. But I found it. Schedules vary at each park and ride. This one shows early morning pickups, but then trips ending late. In some areas, they don't operate this late. As far as returning, depending on where you're going, and then in some areas they won't operate on the weekends either. So it depends on where you park and then ride. Or they'll have limited drivers and buses available on the weekends, depending on where you're at. And then inner city with regular stops might vary too as well, depending on what's going on, who's managing the system, and the locations where the drivers need to go. So this is one location here. I'm in the car. I'm back in the car. Let's see. I will be looking at some old training, some old records of mine that have history, my own history. I just had a biscuit, excuse me. I'm in the car, just got done recording some transportation. There's my school books, my education, keeping girls in school. This is what one of my books to keep girls in school that I had for a class that I had to, I was instructed to get in order to learn, which some people don't like. Attempting to drive here. I'm going to go back to recharge and then come back to the car for the rest of the night. I'm in the car. I'm back in the car. Let's see. I will be looking at some old training, some old records of mine that have history, my own history. I just had a biscuit, excuse me. Here's some office space for lease. So it's an office building which is managed by an owner. So the sign shows that the building is for lease or has offices within the building for lease. So here. Is the office building space. So it doesn't look like there's any vacancy on the first floor, but that's just from first glance. Haven't been up to the upper levels, but here is the office space. Office space for lease, managed by a specific company, which is acknowledged as an LLC, if it's still currently that way.